Welcome to the Elite Podcast, where we discuss business, family, and life. Now, welcome to your hosts, Mr. H. Rod himself, Henry Rodriguez, and Ryan Arditty, the SCV MVP.
What's up, podcast world? It's your favorite insurance guy, Henry Rodriguez, here on the exclusive Elite Podcast X. And I'm with none other than my favorite co-host, sometimes,
Ryan Arditty, the SCV MVP.
What's up, dude?
That's going to mean something this episode, right?
You ready to get it? Hey,
I'm excited today.
I'm super excited because you're gonna have a little bit of a battle today, Diddy.
I've been stretching all morning, man.
I'm
stretching. I got my hamstring ready.
Well, I just want to make sure that this episode is clearly sponsored by the Henry Rodriguez Agency Winery here. So for all of your wine needs, please get at your boy. And Ryan, we have an whole entire rundown here.
Is this the H Rod show right now?
It kind of is right now, but I do a newsletter and noticed that you didn't make it this time, man.
Wow.
What happened?
You know what I love about that newsletter?
Who did make it, though? Allison Padula,
yeah,
who is Ryan's sister.
Hey, that's
great. But not Ryan. What happened, dude? Where were you?
Oh, I don't know. How much did she pay to get in there? Is there a cost?
No, there's no cost. Just my favorite clients get in,
What do I need to do?
Become one of my favorite clients,
I have life insurance
Something small like that.
That's all right. I'll get in next one.
What have you been up to, dude?
Just the grind. This year's flying by. We're already almost in May.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, what's up with your son? He's blowing up?
I'm not going to lie,
taking over
man.
Broadway now?
I'm probably going to, SCV MVP is still working, but I'm about to be a agent in acting. Yeah, I'm going to help my son blow it up over here.
You're going to retire soon. That's what it sounds like.
I'm actually really proud of him. He's doing a show in Hollywood on Melrose.
Okay.
He just got a huge write-up in the LA Times.
That's awesome, man.
Shout out to Logan Arditty. It was a 5-star stellar write-up.
Yep.
In the
That's
LA
awesome.
Times. Not these other little newspaper. We're the LA Times.
Maybe I do a write-up in my newsletter because it ain't that little, dude.
So my son makes it, my sister, but not Ryan Arditty.
Yeah,
That's
no.
fine.
All right, we got it, dude. Hey, Lowe's going to make it for sure. Hey, Voice, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Look at his hair, dude.
I mean, honestly, that thing is looking solid.
Hey, Clune Dog right there. Clune Dog.
He does
Hey,
look
before
like
we
George.
start getting after his hair again, let's bring in our guest
Yeah, I'm
speaker.
ready.
I'm ready for this one because this is going to be the tale of the tape. Clippers versus Lakers. The SCV MVP versus the one and only face of SCV Real Estate, Mr. Alex Hollander. What's up, brother?
What up, y'all?
Dude, and you're representing the Clippers proudly,
I
dude.
got the hat on too. It's backwards, but
Hey, how's the Clip Show doing in the playoffs?
man, I'm stressed.
Yeah?
Like, extremely stressed out. We're tied right now, but it's stressful.
Like stressed, like Ryan is always on this podcast and sweating. That kind of stressed, or
Yeah, man, you should see me at these games. I'm pacing back and forth. I'm like yelling at the screen. Yeah,
I mean, if I had a Clipper hat, I'd be wearing it backwards too. Trust me, we'll be fine.
gotcha.
wow. Hey, Alex, get on it, man. Get on it. Well, I'm excited to ask both of you guys questions. But before we get into that, Alex, please tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm Alex Hollander, the face of SCV Real Estate. Thank you guys for having me on here.
Can you say that one more time? The what?
The face of SCV Real Estate.
I just wanted to make sure that Ryan understood that. Okay. Gotcha.
Now,
Hey, I'm ready.
Like, it's funny because that, admittedly, that's a self-appointed title. Like, nobody titled me that except myself. But in the last, 2.5, 3 years, man, I've stuck with it, and other people are starting to say it as well. So, I got friends and family are like, yo, it's the face. And then, we get into these little tit-for-tats with realtors sometimes because, I just showed up and started calling myself the face of Santa Cruz.
They even shortened it, bro. The face.
Yeah, the
I
face,
like it,
I'll
dude.
take it, yeah.
He
Get
might be the
t-shirts.
face, but I'm the soul.
Here comes
of
Ryan.
Santa Clarita Real
Here
Estate.
comes Ryan.
The soul, the heart, and soul.
Alex, I know you're raising a beautiful young family here in Santa Clarita also. Why don't you tell us about them as well?
So my wife and I have been married almost 15 years now. And I got 4 kids, all little girls. They range in ages. I got a high schooler. I got elementary school students who are twins that are about to go into middle school. And then my youngest is in elementary. So I hit next.
You got every sector covered, man, dude.
Yeah.
How was that dynamic going? I mean, you said elementary through high school.
Yeah.
And all girls.
All girls, yeah.
Boy, you have your work cut out, man.
It's the middle school age that's the tough
Okay.
one.
Okay.
You know?
So,
It's tough,
hey,
yeah.
please tell us more about that.
No, it's just rough. I mean, they're learning. They're experiencing things that they didn't experience in elementary school. from makeup to boys to, friend situations and dynamics and learning how to kind of navigate all that's tough,
Yeah, dude.
High school.
Well, fortunately, unfortunately, I don't know what that's like. I got 2 boys, man. I'm just making sure that they wipe their butts and that they're smelling okay.
The girls wipe their butts too.
That they get their hard parts on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine the challenges raising. I mean, 1 girl, let alone 4. The voice. I know you have a little one, also a little Sarita. What a door, man.
Yeah, she's adorable.
I'm sitting here thinking, how do you have that much love in your heart to have 4 little girls? Right. I mean, you must be overflowing, man.
How many guns do you own with 4 girls?
Just one.
That's all you need.
Hey, to Hollander's point, though, I have a little niece. She's 10. And with social media, it feels like it's just significantly progressed, like makeup, boys, social media. And she's only 10.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Being a male, right? So how does that dynamic work? 4 girls. Are you the only male? Some of the dogs also.
Yeah,
a female also. So it's all females in the house.
No, I got 2 dogs. They're both boys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they don't like me. I don't like them very much. Okay. So they kind of follow my wife around. Yeah.
But they protect the family.
They do.
That's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Well, dude, that's awesome. Let's get back into your career. So you're relatively new in the real estate game. Talk about that, man. I know that you do. You've done stuff with What's Up SCV. You kind of carried on the content. You continue to push content, good quality content. If you could discuss how why you do it, how is it working, and how does it actually translate to business for you?
That's a good question, because you mentioned that I'm relatively new in the business. That's specifically why I create content and I spend a lot of time and effort on it. When you get into real estate, and if you're a new agent listening to this is important. When you get into real estate, every broker, every trainer tells you SOI, SOI, SOI. You gotta hit them up, right? And I was sitting back doing that, and I have a huge SOI from past, experiences and careers, but nobody wants to hand over, a transaction to you when you're brand new.
Okay.
Everybody knows you're a rookie agent. So early on, I realized that, and I was like, I need to show all of my SOI that I'm 1, busy, 2, that I'm doing transactions, and 3, that I'm the best one out here.
Okay.
So I just started doing, that's what the content focus was like, make sure they see I'm busy, make sure I'm closing deals, and make sure I take every opportunity to brand myself in front of them.
Okay.
And it took about 2 years before my actual SOI started hitting me up.
Okay.
And saying, so it's almost like reverse engineering how we prospect.
Sure.
And that's what social media was for me.
For our listeners, SOI,
Yeah.
sphere of influence, pretty much people who know you, respect you, trust you, and that is a big part of the business.
Yeah.
I'm impressed that Ryan even knows the acronym.
1-0 MVP. 1-0 MVP.
Well, that's awesome, man. So, yeah, you are getting quite a bit of recognition from it, right? And then from that, then you're also carrying on the branding into high schools and doing and engaging with our youth as well. Maybe you and The Voice can kind of piggyback on that, because you guys are both doing big things with the Voice is doing the big things with high schools as well. How are both of you guys incorporating it into your individual businesses?
Great question. Yeah, so The Voice invited me to join in at Canyon High School for a program they have called Champs. So these are 10th and 11th grade students boys who are kind of struggling a little bit. So we pop in there and just kind of spend time with them during lunch, chat with them. We've both given presentations at these programs, and just get to know these students, because they really need a male mentor, a male role model. So that's kind of what we're doing, what I'm doing at Canyon High School with The Voice. And Canyon is where my daughter goes as well. So there's already kind of some synergy there at Canyon. My daughter's a cheerleader, which means I'm at every single football game, every single basketball game. And I realized early on with my partnership with What's Up SCV a couple years ago, I have a lot of quote unquote fans that are kids. Because What's Up SCV is a predominantly student-based.
Sure. Yeah.
Instagram
You're like a
profile.
pop star.
Yeah, sure. Real
Which
estate
is good,
pop
though.
star.
I mean, I think that's huge when people are able to notice you, follow you. I mean, that's part of this business. When I first started, that wasn't really accessible.
Right.
And I think you've taken it and run with it. You know?
And that's the goal. It's just all branding and, and I tell my daughter all the time, if your friends have parents that are looking to buy or sell, you need to have them hit me up, right?
the face.
Yeah.
No, I think you really hit the nail on the head. My apologies, but before
have a
I
tutor.
go on,
We have a tutor
Ryan, we do. I
coming.
know. We have one. The EliteX podcast has one on staff for Ryan.
Wow. Get back to the newsletter here.
Henry just scored one.
Wow.
We're going on retainer. But before I go into my spiel, because I'm hearing you loud and clear. I do something very similar. Before I go, Christian, how do you incorporate that into your business, and why are you passionate about what you do?
For the mentorship program, well, first off, I feel blessed to be able to know all these people and be so well networked in Santa Cruz throughout the years with what we do in the real estate world. Now to be able to go into the high schools and grab people like Alex to come mentor with me in the high schools. I mean, I know we haven't shared all of his background, but youth ministry, as well as once upon a time a rapper. So this guy was so relatable in that presentation that he spoke about when him and I both presented actually on the same day. And to watch him connect with these kids was just amazing. And for me, like, there's only one of me, so I could get in there and only do so much myself. But knowing that I'm placing people that are better than me, that could connect with these kids on a different level than I can, I'm in the right position.
The voice needs a new career, right? He
what
needs
is
to go
going on?
like
There might
public
be one
speaking, motivational,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? David Goggins type guy over here.
I know,
I like
man.
it,
He's
man.
making me like.
You know what? When I first met The Voice, dude couldn't even get on a camera. He was. I was like, dude, what's wrong with you? You talk all day long. We put a camera in front of your face. You can't do it, dude. What has changed? And we've been, you know,
He's hanging around us, Henry.
there's
Come
that,
on, man.
We've been best friends for 8-9 years, man. What has changed in terms of like you? I mean, we can put you in front of any audience with a camera or an auditorium at a school or in front of our peers. Like, what has changed?
I just think the confidence in knowing that I have something to share with people, because I do care more than most people. I know that I do, and I want to be able to make an impact with that.
Okay.
You know, and so for me to get my voice out there means a lot to me. You know,
And it really does, man.
Some people don't have time for that. You know, and I just happen to be in a situation where it works for me. I'm able to do this.
What I love, dude, is that you're passionate about what you do, man. It's almost like it's hard not to support what you do because you have so much passion, you have so much love. I mean, look at what you just did a couple weeks ago, actually this past weekend.
We should give him a little credit for that.
With the Hoffman Foundation, man. It was huge.
Great job. They had literally 5 pictures in the signal. He was in every single picture.
I mean,
every single picture.
and rightfully so,
Yeah.
for sure.
He did a great job. He deserves a lot of credit. I want to get back to what you said about caring, and you probably can piggyback on this. That's half the battle in our business. Your business, my business. If you just care, I feel like you're going to be successful.
Or pick up the phone, right, realtors?
Well,
That helps.
yep, that would be a good job.
But The Voice says something industry. Oh my God, maybe I do need that tutor.
I mean, I don't know
The
what's
Voice
going on right
said
now.
something interesting. Rapper?
Yeah,
Rapper, huh?
Yeah. What's going
Talk
on?
about
here? Should we have
that,
a little
dude.
Battle
Rapper?
right now. Little battle.
You know, Diddy is on the ones and twos, and he's done
It's
a few
the Elite
things.
show.
So wait, were you a DJ or were you a rapper too?
Wow, a DJ?
Well, because you said you were on the ones and twos. Right?
Again, remember we said tutor on staff.
Gotcha.
The Hollander, they used to call me Judasy. I'm more R&B.
Oh,
No.
here
Are you
we
serious?
go. Here
Wow,
we go.
okay.
I like it nice and slow. yeah. You know how we roll up
I
here.
wanna
yeah.
ride.
I respect it.
But
That's awesome.
Can you touch on that a little bit? You were a rapper before.
Yeah. So, I had aspirations of being a rapper, and it was fun. I mean, in high school I did shows. I was in a recording studio often. We would tour quite a bit. I had a daughter at the time, and when things started getting real in my real life, I realized I need to start making some money, right? So then I got a real job. But we did a lot of like underground shows. I opened for Kendrick Lamar. We opened for like
What?
Gangstar.
Wow.
What?
Wait,
Yeah.
what's going with Gangstar?
Gangstar back in
Yeah,
the day.
that's
Wow,
solid
that's
right
huge.
there.
Okay.
Yeah,
What was
this-
your rap name?
So I started off as Lazarus.
Okay.
But then it changed to like the Laz Show. So that's kind of what I was running with. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then you went into more faith based, right? How was that transition?
It was an interesting transition. yeah.
So
So
Rev Run over here.
well, I was doing
Well,
the.
that's like Run DMC,
Yeah.
right? He kind of did the same thing.
Yeah.
Or
Did he?
Run- Yeah,
Okay,
Rev- Rev-
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little older. We know that, right?
I had no idea what we just talked about.
Yeah, I was like, huh? But yeah, no. So I did the rap thing, and then I got a regular job. I started working in property management. I also managed a hotel for a little while, and every job I had, I just kind of worked my way up. And at one point, I had a cleaning company, and I would clean Bree King's vacant properties. Like this was like 15, 20 years
Okay.
ago.
Wow.
right? Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Elite Bree King, huh?
Yeah.
She wasn't
Okay.
Bree King at that time.
was
We
not.
won't go there right
wasn't,
now. We
yeah.
won't go there right now. Right?
She's Miss Elite
Miss Elite,
2024.
yeah.
Bree
And she's
King.
solid. We love her.
But I had always been a hustler, right? I was just doing all kinds of different things to kind of support my family. And at at some point we started attending a church, and I was like a self-proclaimed atheist. I wasn't faith-based whatsoever at all. My wife and I were going through a lot, and she used to be in the church, and so I started attending this church, and it was just kind of like my eyes opened up, like, whoa, this is like different. This is not what I thought it was, right? I had my own misconception of what church could be or what it was, and so I just started serving and going to this church, and like everything in life, like when people see other leaders, they usually will empower them, and that's what that pastor did at the time. He empowered me and brought me up and had me serve in youth ministry, and then eventually I kind of rose up to be the associate pastor of that church.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So
From rapper to
pastor, now realtor.
Yeah, what's going on here?
One more transition, man. What got you into real estate?
My wife is a TC, and I would.
That's right.
During COVID, I actually got our church shut down.
Okay.
Right. So I got laid off. Church shut down. I'm not working, so I had a year off, and I'm just kind of sitting there because I'm a hustler. I'm formulating what's the plot, what's the next thing I'm going to do, and I'm listening to my wife talk to some of these agents. And you and I know, man, there are some bozos out here, man,
for sure.
just idiots. And I looked at my wife and I was like, I think I can do what they're doing, and I think I can run circles around a lot of them. And she said, "You're right, man. Get your license, get in the business." And that's how that happened.
So the wifey pushed you. Huh?
She encouraged it. Yeah.
All right.
You know what I like about his story?
Shout out to the wifey.
Shout out to the wife. Happy wife, happy life.
That's right. That's right.
He's not afraid to take a risk, right? And I think that says a lot about just your character. You know, you got to be willing to put yourself out there. And me and The Voice talk about this all the time. Kind of The Voice's journey. Look at him now.
For sure. You got to
right?
shoot your shot, right?
You got to shoot your shot. And you took a risk, right? And look how it's paid off. And the same thing with, Mr. Alex Hollander.
Yeah. Shooter's
Now
going to
I'm ready
shoot.
to battle. I'm ready to
Shooter's
battle.
going to shoot. Hey, great
No, I like your
segue there. So, all right, let's get back to the tail of the tape then. Again, the Clippers versus Lakers, the SCV MVP versus the face of SCV real estate. All right, guys. First question I'm going to ask both of you guys. Give me some stats. In your careers, how many homes have you sold? Ryan.
I'm going first.
Yep.
Well, I've been in business a little bit longer than Mr. Hollander. I've probably sold over 500 homes in Santa Clarita.
Lies. It's the lies for me.
It is a lie. Maybe 400 homes in Santa Clarita.
Okay.
I don't have the exact numbers, but I've been in business almost 20 years. The first, I'd say 10 years of my business, it wasn't as strong, but the last 10 years I've really hunned down, focused, kind of like what he's saying, focus on the people, the events, and it's really escalated in the last 10 years. So I would say between 400 and 500.
And Alex, before you answer that, only because you brought up events, and you know how much I love supporting our community and doing local events, Ryan. The last couple years, and I've told you how proud I am of you for doing it. How has that impacted your business doing these local events, specifically for your MVPs? How has that truly impacted your business?
Well, the fact that you're proud of me makes me feel good. Maybe I'll get into your newsletter one day.
Maybe. The Rodriguez Agency Rundown. There you go. Right there, ladies and gentlemen.
I would say it's impacted me by and being able to connect with more people.
Okay.
Right? I think sometimes you, like what he's saying, get on the phone, call your SOI, or do open houses. But when you do the events, you're meeting people you've never seen before. They're starting to recognize you. And it's not one event that's going to make you.
Of course
it's a
not.
multitude
Right.
of
Multiple.
events. It's not one event he's doing. He's doing a multitude of videos, events, showcasing businesses. It's not just one. You got to keep going. And I think it allows me to get out of my comfort zone. Allows me to talk to these people that maybe I wouldn't have talked to in the future or in the past. And it just makes me a better, I'd say, professional.
I
right?
preach it all the time. It's all about touch points, right?
Yes, all
They
about
see you here. They see you on the podcast. They see you on a billboard. They see you on a newsletter, right?
They see you on the stairs. Yeah.
But whatever it is, it's another touch point for that. When that life-changing moment happens, they think about me for insurance, you guys for real estate, right? It's all about touch points. Okay.
Yep.
Alex, same question for you, my friend. Stats, how many homes have you sold?
So I've been in the business almost 3 years. I am mid to late 50.
Okay.
Right around there. I'm kind of averaging like 24, 25 a year. Right around there.
Got it.
That's impressive.
Okay. Yeah, that
I
is.
mean, first 3 years, you got to give credit where credit's due.
For sure,
You know?
for sure.
We might be battling, but.
Heavy
you know,
buyers. The heavy buyers this first couple years. I mean, I got a handful of listings in my lifetime, but the buyers are kind of easy, low-hanging fruit for me right now.
I think most agents that start with buyers, right? Because it's hard to, back to your point you said in the beginning, to get sellers to trust you when you're just starting.
Yep.
Right? But buyers, I feel like they're looking for that guidance. It's a little bit easier to connect, but at some point those turn into sellers.
Right.
You know?
So you guys both talking about buyers right now with this whole new NAR settlement thing that's coming out. What is this? July. June or July, right?
It might be a little later. But
Whenever it comes out, there is a settlement that is there, right?
Yeah.
You guys talking about buyers is going to change the game. How are you guys prepping for this? Let's start with Alex
I'll let
Hollander.
you go first on that
Oh
one.
man,
yeah.
so we've had some extensive talks about this, and I'm sick of it, dude. Like, I just not like I don't. I think if you're really about it and you're really doing well and you're connecting with your people, it doesn't really matter,
Okay.
man. Like I'm not concerned about it whatsoever. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe I'm too young in the game, but I just feel like even if something crazy like that goes down, where there's major shifts and major changes, the good people will rise to the top. The rest will fall off, and I'm here for the fall off, man. Get out of here, you know.
Okay.
I'm on the same page with him. Like, I think if you provide good service, that service isn't going to waver. You're going to always need somebody to help you get to the finish line, no matter what. And Realtor.com just came out with that 100 different items of what you need to buy a home. It's significant. So to Hollander's point, like, if you continue to give good service, that's not going to change.
Okay.
You know?
Hey, speaking of that Realtor.com thing, I didn't see that, but
Yeah.
if you're a realtor, listen to this. Stop posting that long list of like it's so terrible.
I
Like
agree.
there's realtors posting huge lists of what they do and why they deserve their compensation. The general consumer does not want to see that, man. Just
I
be
agree.
you. Just be you.
Or do a video, right? Maybe do a video
Yeah,
and
yeah.
talk about it, or maybe highlight a business and talk about it.
If you look at it, it's only other realtors liking that. You know what I mean? Like it's
I feel like half my followers are realtors.
All right, next question. I'm gonna start with Alex again. Who has more followers? Alex, how many followers you got, man?
like you're talking digital followers.
Yeah,
right?
on the platform or all the socials, combine them all.
What other followers are there? Are there other ones?
There definitely other ones. Yeah. And you might have me beat on the other one, to be honest with you.
Ryan,
I don't know if we want to talk about those followers.
Ryan, take off your exclude your OnlyFans followers, bro.
He is
This
always
is brought
talking
to you by MVP OnlyFans.
Ton of feet pics.
You don't want to see my feet.
I think I might have
you
have
might
you
be
beat.
beat. Yeah, you got me beat.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're good. You
got
got
me
it.
beat. Yeah.
All right, I think it's 1-1 right now.
It's
then,
all
right?
about it's rounds, right? It's just
Yeah,
rounds.
yeah.
No, he's got me beat. I mean,
Yeah,
but
1-1.
he definitely hit the ground running. I think with me, I started in an era where we didn't really have social media, so I had to kind of gradually embrace it, get used to it. Whereas his era, he just came out guns blazing.
Yeah,
right.
he did.
That's
Yeah.
all you knew, and he just hit it and ran through that brick wall. And honestly, I was gonna say, like, people shy away from agents like him who are new, starting, and just killing it. Where I feel like I'm embracing it. Like, let's get better and let's compete.
Okay.
You know.
I like it.
That's where we met, actually, Alex Hollander, right? We got
I hit him up because of his socials for sure.
right.
Yeah.
right.
100%.
You know what's crazy?
Good memory.
I wish that. So when I had that career transition from church, that I was a little. They call it church hurt. Like I was a little hurt by the situation from the transition from church to no longer working. And I kind of went through this purging of like a lot of people on my Instagram and my Facebook, and I highly regret that because I had to kind of go back and try to re-engage with them, and
And
I
it
feel
wasn't-
like
yeah.
like I feel like I lost thousands of people that I could have already had kind of in the hopper there. you know?
Okay.
You know, COVID's bad when God's laying you off, right? I mean, what do we got going on here?
Wow,
man? You know?
wow. All right, Ryan. Maybe stick to OnlyFans, dude.
Hey, God laid me off too, man. We're back. You know?
All right, let's see. Who's better looking?
We're supposed to judge
Yeah,
this?
yeah, go ahead.
I think you
Let's see.
two need to judge this.
I think the voice guy both.
No,
think.
we already know what he's saying. No. We already know what he's saying.
What kind of hair product is the voice using? Huh?
Yeah.
Hey, how
Good,
dope would
man.
it be if you put this on Reels and had a poll?
Yes.
Yeah,
That would be
Yes.
dope. That would be dope.
Yes.
Who's better looking?
Yes.
All right.
Wait, do our shot.
All right, here we go. Here's the official question.
All right, here
All
we go.
right, Elite Podcast viewers, who's better looking, the SCV MVP or the face of SCV Real Estate? We'll do a poll, and yeah, that should be a lot
I
of fun
love
for us to
that. I love
post.
that.
All right.
All
What about a
I
little,
like it.
go.
I like
what about a
it.
little
Let's go.
flex for the
I like it.
camera?
I like it.
Little
like it.
flex for the camera.
All right, guys.
You know I invented duck lips, right? We'll
Yeah,
talk about
well,
that later.
yeah. Alex, get on him for that, man. He really thinks he invented duck lips.
It's true. 1995, Saugus prom.
All right.
I'm gonna bring it in.
Let's reel it back in.
He knows,
Let's reel
he knows
it
my
back
first
in.
girlfriend.
All right. Give me your best 30-second elevator pitch. Ryan, let's start with
I'm
you.
first.
You're first.
Oh man, I gotta warm up for this one. You know, I'd say the number one complaint of real estate agents in America is what? They never call you back and they never respond. The MVP is built on communication. The foundation of my business is communication. They say there's doctors on call. I'm a real estate agent on call. I'm always available, always accessible. And then obviously, you know, we do everything from beginning to end. I'm all about service and I'm all about the client. Sometimes that overwhelms me, but I feel like that's the only way I really know how to succeed.
Okay.
So I'd say communication, negotiation, MVP.
Wow,
I like
Diddy, I like it.
That was polished.
All right, almost like
I was
you
in the
scripted
shower.
that.
A little bit. Yeah.
All right, Hollander, you're next, dude.
All right.
Best 30-second elevator pitch.
All right. I'm going to take the attention off of me. This is all about you. So if you're buying, you're selling real estate, it's about you and making sure that you have the best possible transaction, the best time. And I like to kind of curate that experience for you so that everything you do is done well. And everything that we do for you is executed properly. So we don't mess up. We don't miss the T's and dot the I's. We're on top of everything. My team is top notch. My everybody around me has been perfectly put in place to make sure that we close your transaction with the most non-headaches potentially possible. And so that's what you get with me. And then the social media aspect of it as well is we package things really nice. So you're not just standing there with a sold key. Like we do a whole party for you when you close with us.
Damn. Dude,
I
Derek's
like parties.
hey,
Full
I like
service.
I'm
parties.
thinking we do another
Another
poll.
poll?
Another poll. All right.
Another poll. We're doing another
Hey,
poll.
for the exclusive EliteX podcast, we're going to do a second poll on this episode. The second poll will compose of the who did it better, right? Who had the better
Elevator
30-second
pitch.
elevator pitch?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think one thing we both agree on is we do provide the ultimate experience.
Yeah,
right?
so,
I think we agree on that.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. And you know, I looked over at the voice, and I think he's chomping at the
Yeah.
bit
Oh no.
for asking a few questions. He's over there
I'm
getting
getting
giggly.
nervous.
I know. I have a few more questions, but I'm gonna let the voice interject over here. You got some questions for us?
I got a question, and I'll go with Alex first.
Thank
since
you.
since,
Thank
since
you.
you've been picking on Ryan.
We always pick
Oh,
on
that means
Ryan,
I'm about
though.
to get picked on. Let's go. Pick
No,
me,
the voice
baby.
loves you. The voice loves you.
This is a good one. Share a tip for when you're moving. What's a money saving tip? A money saving tip for your clients.
A money saving tip. So this is a product that I provide all my clients when they're moving, especially if you're moving out of state. I will connect you with the realtor wherever you're at. And most realtors will keep that referral fee. I just have that realtor make sure they credit it to you. So if I'm getting a referral from this other realtor of $5,000, $3,000, $4,000, you can just use that money to relocate because driving across country, driving to another state, man, that's expensive. So that's something that I offer all my clients who are selling and moving out of state.
I'm probably not doing that.
Just like that.
No, I like that. Is that the same question for me?
Yeah, the same question for you. Sorry, Ryan.
So we've got a lot of resources, a lot of networks in this valley. If you use us, typically we can hook up storage for 3 months for free. We also give free boxes. We try to make your process of moving, which we both know is super stressful, try to facilitate it. We give you boxes, wrap, tape, and we can give you 3 months of free storage. And ultimately, use the MVP. You're going to make more money, save more money, and there you go.
Nice, guys.
I like it.
Very nice.
Great
You-
question.
You're over there grinning. You have a second question?
No,
Or is that-
Maybe we should ask him a question. Can we ask you a question?
Of course. I'm an open book too.
Who's better looking?
Between who?
the three. I mean, he's gonna
The
pick
three.
me.
Bring it
he's gonna
in,
pick
bring it
me.
in.
Yeah, get out of here.
Oh, the three of you?
No, next question. Next question.
This got awkward
All right.
real
This,
fast.
yeah.
It got
Can we,
quiet.
can we get some ladies in here?
Alex, like, what did I get myself into?
This isn't a question. Just it could be business related. What are you struggling with in business this week?
This week.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Man,
So-
can I go first?
Yeah, 100%.
This is where I told Henry I'd pop off. I'm not gonna pop off on you, man. But I'm
you
gonna
do whatever
pop,
you want. It's
I'm gonna
fair.
pop off on
Okay.
some realtors.
He
man. Like,
did
yeah.
say this via text. I was hoping we're gonna pop off on Ryan, but
You can pop off on me all day.
I just think there's a lot of, like, as bitter as this sounds, there's just a lot of really low quality real estate agents out here, man. And right now, the last 3 months, I've been doing high volume for me. I'm talking 4 or 5 transactions a month the last 3 months. It's heavy on the buyer side. And I would say half of those is just like a terrible agent on the other side. Non-responsive. That's the biggest thing, right? Communication, as you mentioned, is
Yeah.
the biggest thing. And I don't, this is the worst. The last 3 months has been terrible when it comes to working with some agents out here. Not Santa Clarita agents. I want to throw that out there.
Yep.
Antelope Valley, you got You got some.
Some work to do,
some work to
AV.
do.
Shots fired.
AV.
Shots fired. But doesn't that give you guys a leg up?
Hell yeah, it does.
Leverage that, right?
Hell yeah, it does,
right.
yeah.
Leverage that you guys are the local leaders, the most credible. That you understand the landscape of what's going on here. Like that should be a huge upper hand for you guys, right? As you guys do see a ton of business coming from over the hill, right?
Yeah.
I use this as a little tip to try to get offers accepted. Half the battle is working with a good agent, right? And if you work with a good agent, your seller's going to shine, your buyer's going to shine, and we're both going to get to the finish line. I always say we have the same goal, right? Half the battle is working with a good agent. I guarantee you if it's between, I don't know about me, but a good agent and a not good agent and the offers are similar, what you doing? You're probably
All day.
all day, you know?
Okay. Good.
So even though we compete, we still work together.
I like it.
That's how we roll.
Collaborate, right, Diddy?
Yep.
Collaborate.
All
All right,
Collaborate and listen.
What's that quote? Let's say like the people at the top are collaborating. Everybody else is competing. You know what I mean?
100%.
I like that.
One of my
I like
favorite
that.
quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
like
people
that.
at the top collaborate. The people at the bottom compete. It's one of my favorite quotes.
I like it.
Here's my last question, and then we'll wrap up the segment. Kind of like your boy. Which one of you two will get their first billboard in town?
What?
You want to answer
Well, I'm
that?
frugal, so I don't know. I mean,
All right, so Alex wins.
Mine is already in the works.
you know what I'm thinking?
Oh, did we just get an EliteX podcast exclusive?
Another
Depends
Another
where the
one.
Depends where the billboard is. Maybe remember when they used to do sign or benches? Is
Yeah.
that still around? No, right?
I don't really see them
Your
anymore.
industry
Not
was
around here.
known for the bus benches, right? To put your face
Yeah.
on that.
Put your face where people put their butts.
Maybe me and Alex do like a side by side.
Henry's already called that. He's like, yo, anytime you do, I want the other half.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
we'll do
All
that.
day,
We'll
all
do
day,
that.
all day. All right, so you're out.
No,
Alex,
I'm not saying I'm out.
just-
No. I would
Okay.
say
They're expensive.
end of
bro.
they're exactly.
They are
See?
expensive, yeah.
You want
Yeah.
a partner on it? I'm open.
All right, so Alex taking it. Yours is already in the works.
Mine's in the works for
I
sure.
like it, man.
I think if you don't like me as a real estate agent right now, after this summer, it's gonna get really bad for you.
Oh,
Like not you, Diddy. I'm talking.
especially Diddy. Especially Diddy.
Like if you're sick, basically if you're sick of seeing my face, it's about to get crazy. There's a lot going on. It's not just billboards coming up pretty soon. Branding is like where I spend a lot of my money.
Yeah,
It's
you
one-
have to. You have to.
I was gonna say it's one thing to brand, but you back it up with service.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's what separates good agents from the agents who just want to be part time.
I respect that. I want
Yeah.
to give a story real quick.
Yeah.
And this is a direct SCV MVP story. So my very first listing appointment. Very first.
I know
bro.
where this is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very first listing appointment. I go to this appointment. This is a guy, I kind of know him through mutual people, through the rap world or whatever. And he's like, yeah, man, yeah, it's all good. You know, you got this, you got this. No. I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, I'm just gonna meet with one more agent. It's the dude who helped me buy the house, blah, blah, blah. I've been working with him for a while. I'm like, all right, cool, you know. Again, I'm a rookie. I don't really know. You know, I'm just there doing my thing. And the next day he hits me back and he's like, yo, man, you know, the other guy was a little more granular with this is exact words. He was a little more granular with his presentation.
That's a word, granular.
Granular, yeah. He got down to the fine details of it, you know.
Tutor
Is that
on
an
staff.
AV? Is that an AV Valley? Edlo Valley word?
Is it?
No, it's an English word in the dictionary.
So your salt, that's granular. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I wasn't lying. We need a tutor for Ryan.
Oh, for me. Jeez Louise.
He just got it. He just got it.
But he ended up being the listing agent who got the listing, right? And it's like I can't even be mad at that. Like that was my first listing appointment, you know. And it's every time you take a lick, you just kind of get better, and you learn. Oh, I got to be more granular. I got to get more down to the details.
I remember
you know?
this story. I knew him for a long time, met him, sold him the house, and he told me about him. I was a little nervous for sure because you were kind of just up and coming. I think at the end of the day, I had a relationship with him, and that kind of is always going to kind of lead. But you know, it makes you better.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
All right, cool. Hey, boys, you want to say anything before we wrap this up? Are we good?
No, that was fantastic. That was funny. I had a smile grinning ear to ear the
won?
whole time.
Who won?
We're gonna let our viewers.
Okay.
Yeah.
They'll let us know.
All right.
They'll let us know for sure.
What
I
happened
know
to
what
the
he's
whole
thinking.
collaboration happened?
What happened? Did it happen?
All right.
All right, brother. Hey, so let's get out of here, man. You good?
What,
Let's wrap
what
it up.
episode is this?
What episode? It doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
even matter. Who cares?
Hey,
You're
go
all
Clippers.
watching.
Go
Oh,
Clippers.
go! Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Lakers
Before
are tonight.
we go, what's going on with the Lakers and the Clippers? Who's gonna go further? Who's gonna go further?
I'll let you answer that.
I mean, them. I don't know. We might
who?
both be out in the first round. You think you're going past Dallas?
Ooh.
I don't know. We're definitely not beating Denver. I mean, that's not happening for sure.
Separate questions. Hold on.
Yeah.
So, will the Lakers win another one? I'm not saying they're going to get past, but will they win more than one?
I'm gonna say no.
No. Oh, so they're done.
Are they winning tonight?
No.
Are they winning tonight? No.
If Jamal Murray's out, maybe, but I say no.
Okay.
I say they'll win tonight.
Okay. You're, okay.
I think they'll
you're
win
more
tonight.
confident than
No, this is
in
how
his
Clipper
Lakers.
fans are. Like, oh, here's a little. Yeah, you're gonna do great. No, we're not.
And then at the end of the day,
Smash. All right, Alex. How far will your Clippers go?
Look, man, these are the last games that the Clippers are going to be playing at
That's
crypto.
true.
Yeah.
You know? So for me, it's like as much as we can stay in, I'm going to try to get to these games and see them. I used to be a season ticket holder. I didn't get season tickets this year at all. I actually didn't go to any games this year until the playoffs. And so for me, it's like it's very much I want to spend the dough to take my kids to these games so they can kind of feel the experience at crypto for one last time, or Staples Center, you know how we all call it. But I do think the Clippers are going to at least get to the next round.
Okay.
Yeah.
But dude, forget crypto. What about the state of
That's
our
awesome.
stadium?
Yeah, we need to go.
That they're building right. Yeah, sheesh
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I've had the opportunity to drive by it as it's being built a few times. Because I've been to SoFi a few times. Because it's right next
Yeah,
door.
where is it?
It's right next door to SoFi.
Wow.
Man, they're putting billions of dollars into this thing. Dude, Steve, shout out to Steve Ballmer, man. What he's doing is epic for the Clippers.
That guy's amazing.
Yeah, he's spending all the money.
We don't want to talk
Kind of
about
like our Dodgers, you know.
we don't want to talk about the previous owner of the Clippers.
So
right?
we don't
Yeah,
wanna-
Oh, there's an FX special coming out. I
Is
can't
there?
wait
Is it
to
really?
watch it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
There
it's
is.
gonna be
Okay.
good. It's gonna be
Okay.
good, yeah.
All right. With that being said,
That was fire.
it's the exclusive EliteX podcast with
Hold on. Let me do it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I already messed it up.
It's the EliteX podcast with my boy
Your favorite insurance guy, Henry Rodriguez.
and your boy, the SCV MVP, with
Alex Hollander, the face of SCV Real Estate.
We're out.
shit on.
Boom.